Okay, we're back in the shop today. I'm doing a little bit of rework. Let me grab this real quick. Basically what I ran into is I made a simple mistake. I measured one or two of these and didn't measure all of them, and actually the diameter tolerance, I guess, on this is quite a bit larger than I thought it was. So a couple of these will actually fit down in the tool holder like they're supposed to, and other ones will not. So I'm going to attempt, basically the point of this video is just a simple rework video, and this may not work and I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on it. Worst case scenario, I can flip them all over upside down, which isn't the end of the world. It's not ideal. But what I'm hoping is actually get this workpiece set back up. I don't have a lot of references. The only real references I have are the actual pockets. We didn't do any milling around the sides, so they're a little bit different. But what I've done is went in with the hammer probe and actually found the center, went into Fusion 360 and changed my work coordinate system to be off of the actual part instead of the stock piece, because all of these already have the face milled. And this only affects my #1 size holders that I was prototyping. All my other ones ended up working out fine. This is the only one I probably got the tolerance a little too tight. I went just slightly larger than the one that I happened to pick up, and that one wasn't very representative of what I was looking at actually having to hold. So I've got this work coordinate system set up, and we're going to try to run this part and see if we can get it aligned. Hopefully it will. And I basically went into Fusion 360 and did another setup. I copied the old setup, removed the jobs that I did not want to do again, and just I'm redoing the bore and the finish pass on the hole, and then rechamfering it slightly larger. We'll see how it goes. While this is kind of transferring over, basically what I find is useful is just get, a couple of whiteboards. I basically put this one up. My Z height's already based off of the parallels that I typically use in this vise, and basically I just figured out my XY. Up, down, get a center point, divide by 2, and that ends up being your coordinate. And same thing on X. So basically we've got a center point, and I've gotten a habit of actually checking to make sure that I go to that actual point and just verify that it is where I think it is. It's really easy to get numbers written down wrong or something like that, and you'll be off by quite a bit. It'll be visual and you'll be able to tell that you've got a problem before you get started. But I'm going to go ahead and start this job and let's see what happens. Okay, I made a boo-boo, and it's a really simple math error. Basically what I did is I actually forgot to divide by 2 in the x-axis to get the center. So we kind of mangled this up here a little bit. That's not going to affect the form or function of this, and I'll be more careful on the next part. But that's just some things that happen sometimes when you're machining. Even though I came here after work to do this job, and I've taken my time, still you forget things, and that's one thing that helps out. I know I mentioned the whiteboard before. I took one look at the whiteboard and realized really quick that I did not actually do the divide operation, and it's really good to have that written down. That way you can kind of trace back and figure out exactly what happened, so that you can make a correction and go on with the job. So we're going to try this again. Okay, we're pretty close. Other than a little mishap here, this hole's bigger now, and the chamfer is centered up. We didn't get so far out that it didn't actually cut and cover everything up. Now for the most important part, does this actually fix the problem? Okay, we've got a nice fit of all of the different tool holders. I think this one was made by Command. These are probably some, other import stuff that I got, but they all fit and they sit nice in the tray, and this should work in the toolbox. We've got one more plate to go back and fix, and that'll pretty much be all of the rigid tapping holders. Okay, here's the second of those plates. That first plate, basically I had already kind of experimented with it, and it had the rough cut. But this is the second one that basically I ran the program and took all the right measurements and got it spot on. The only thing I did notice in the fusion file later, I actually had the engraving. I basically set all these plates up the same, and the text size changed and I forgot to move it, but it still ended up okay. But this one was spot on too, and nice finishes on everything, and most importantly, everything fits. Anyway, hope you like the videos. If you take a look at up on the right hand corner of the page, I do have Patreon, and some of these designs that I have, this more than likely I'll put the whole set up for any supporters. But the big thing I've got going on right now, the big goal that I want to do, is I would really like to release the combo electronics / enclosure for the HC Control 2, and that actually has 4 outputs of DC, and it pretty much can be used on anything that's 12 to 24 volt. In place of what you would normally use with a relay. The only difference is this would be microcontroller based, so you could actually do different things with it. I've got a couple of versions of firmware for everything from toy haulers to razors to there's actually one on this machine now that actually does one of the work lights on it. But anyway, take a look at that, and if you want to be a supporter, be sure to get signed up. I'd love to get to the point where I can do a lot more of this and get some of these designs out there where everybody can kind of comment and build one yourself. Thanks for watching.